What inside tip would you give to the opposite gender? Sharing a queen size bed. Use king size blanket. Edit. Had no idea that king sized blankets were different sized in different countries. One blanket works well for my partner and I. Less work making the bed, and we end rolling close to each other by morning. Become more self-aware of your crack. This applies to men and women. So many cracks I've seen so many. Back scratches are lovely. Girls have males making back scratches 10x better. Give more back scratches. To add to this, I feel we must unite and make a random active back scratches sub. Just saying. E2, gold. Shiny. Is there a badge I can print out and wear? Maybe I will just wear around a screenshot. Some of us grow hair in places other than our legs, armpits, and crotch. Do not freak out about it. Edit. I'm indeed female. There's guys who can't get a signal, and there's guys who takes everything as a signal. The latter is much more annoying. Edit. I would like to say that I'm not the actual person who said this. I'm quoting this from a female friend. And no, I'm sure there's no signals involved, or whatever. *RIGHT**. Stroke the shaft, tickle the balls. Edit. This is my first guild. Hahaha. As a guy to give a tip to other guys, so as to save a bunch of headaches, make a list of 3 restaurants that your S/O likes, so that if they are known for being indecisive, this will shorten the list if you say you chose these places for a date. 2 straight guys. 1. You're not always going to get her off during penetration, and that's okay. Don't measure the success of PIV sex by whether or not she orgasms. A lot of women can't orgasm from penetration alone. That's not some epic failure. Don't give her a complex. The pressure doesn't help. 2. Stop thinking of orgasms as something you need to give her. Most women know how to get themselves off. Give them the space to get it themselves, or teach you how, and don't get all freaked out if that means something other than her just pistoning up and down on your dick. It's very possible the way she gets off isn't something that's going to get you off too. No big deal. 3. The clit is not always something we want played with. It's a very sensitive place. I know culture has been harping on this whole find the clit and fucking assault that thing crusade for years and years, but some women prefer not to have it jabbed like the effing a button on an Xbox controller. Ease your way to it. Start slightly above, or to the side. Or just ask. Edit. Thanks for the gold. Clit caresses unite. Gently. Or maybe not at all. For straight guys, this is more of a personal experience, but I think girls like to be pampered in one way or another, regardless of how independent she might look like. It does not need to be a grand, big romantic things, but rather small things that actually count. For example, asking how her day goes, and answering the damn questions that she asks you, saying good morning to her, and wish her a good night's sleep, etc. These are all the general things you might want to look for, special little things that you know she would like/appreciate. Lots of guys that I know do this when they are trying to get the girl to like him, but this eventually disappears when they do get the girl. Don't stop, because in one way or another, it breaks the girl's heart. TL. Doctor, if a guy isn't responding at all to subtle hints of attraction, be blatant. He may be fighting himself into thinking a girl like her into a guy like me. Never. Her glancing at my lips is just a coincidence. She'd never let me kiss her. Or he may have just not noticed. We are prone to that stupidity at times. If hinting that you're attracted to a man and his demeanor, body language, etc. do not change, be blatantly obvious. Like staring extremely noticeably at her lips for a first kiss. Just as many men have confidence issues or just get in our own heads as women, even very attractive men and or extremely socially fluent men. Just because he can make an entire party full of people fall in love with him doesn't mean he doesn't have his own self-doubts. I've psyched myself out more times I can count with women that I thought were attracted to me, and even when it is obvious I'll talk myself out of making a move with any nonsensical thing I can imagine. I've even done this with girls I'm head over heels with when I know they feel the same way. On that note, a single small but tender physical gesture can do wonders to push a guy like me to just freaking kiss you already. Something like when you take my arm playfully for whatever reason, lingering with a tender but semi-firm hold on my arm. That way you hold on to someone that exudes so much passion that you can feel the raw emotion in the gesture, past the point we'd normally break off, can move mountains. In the era of consent being a major topic, a simple go-ahead gesture can be very empowering for both people. Edit, so this got popular. To everyone replying with how this is not inclusive of the female and any other considerations. You may notice a use of the word me sneaking in there often. In truth I was more venting than anything else, so I do apologize for any lack of inclusion or difference of opinion, and you know I mean that apology. I'm Canadian. Guys, you don't always have to fix it. Sometimes she just needs you to listen. Make sure they have hobbies before getting serious. If they don't, you're their new hobby. Congratulations. Edit, thanks for the gold. I'm glad my advice hit home for a few of you guys. To girls, ask properly. About anything. We answer straight when we are asked properly, most of the time, and it'll lessen the headaches for both parties. Ladies, half the time your hints do not compute and 98% of the time leave you annoyed and us guys confused. Slow the F down when it comes to foreplay. Believe it or not, repeatedly jamming as many fingers in there as fast as possible doesn't create that pleasant of a feeling. If she says keep going, just like that, do not change the pace or whatever you are doing. Both genders, don't guilt trip yourself into doing something they aren't ready for or don't want to do. Pulling the "if you love me you would" guilt trip phrase is a shitty thing to do. Also, it's okay if you haven't hit certain life achievement as those around you. Your friends are all married with kids. That's completely okay. Don't feel pressured that you need to do the same if you are not ready to do so. All your friends have lost their virginity by high school or college. That's alright as well. Focus on your own goals and not the accomplishments of those around you. There is also no shame in being behind or failing. We all move at our own pace and to find our niche in life. Being completely to the point is so much better than not bringing something up. If you are in a relationship, you should be a team, and teams don't work if both sides don't have all the info. If something bothers you, say it outright and figure out a solution together. Also, do everything to make the other happy. If both of you are doing this, both of you are happy. You get to do something for someone you care about, and you get nice things done for you. Relationships fall apart all the time when people start thinking about themselves more than each other. Edit, thanks for the gold anonymous internet donor. Reddit and I are both appreciative of your contribution. If you keep getting the crazy ones, reassess what kind of qualities you've been going for. Applies to both genders actually. Men of Reddit who are attempting to date or hook up, if you are confused by a woman's hints, signs, or other passive behavior, be the one to communicate effectively and ask her what's up. Women often think they have to be coy or passive, so they aren't mistaken as slutty or easy. The best thing that ever happened to me was when my now husband very nicely told me to cut the shit. He asked me what I wanted and told me we could always talk about anything. We've been married 12 years and still never fight. A lot of guys, or at least I do, not sure about you guys, equate intimacy of touch with emotional security. Not just 6, touch in all its ways. If you touch us, and do it, so that it feels nice, we feel secure in the relationship. We are a bit like puppies in that way. Contact is extremely important to men. Pet us when we do good. Hugs, kisses, scratches, oh god the head scratches, back scratches. I can't say how loved we feel when someone touches us in a way that unwinds, soothes, or supports. TLDR, some men, or at the very least, this one, are like puppies. We love the touches, not just 6, touch in general. Great, you made it to the end. Now smash that like button and subscribe for even more videos like this one.